And he was meeting up with, as you indicated, now Clive Thomas, Walter Rodney, Rupert Rupnarine, and I, young activists from the ASCRIA, young activists from the IPRA, independent activists from the University of Guyana, Ratoon, and a whole host of other associations. The Working People's Vanguard Party was there in the early stages. They eventually left because they thought the WPA was being too cozy with the PPP in terms of dialogue. So I think Bagwan is refreshingly engaged in this as the real moment of his life, so to speak, that he is coming into an organization that has living elements of other ethnic groups, living elements of thinking beyond the old restrictions of the constitution and the electoral politics, tinkering culturally because elements of the organization, Austria, Rupert Rupnarine's literary aspect, the gender issue, all of those things were now being repackaged in a sense in the early 70s. I think Moses Bagwan was elated in relation to that fusion. So there are many moving parts to how he dealt with it in the text, but he always would make reference to Walter Rodney and I, and of course, the UC Koyana in relation to the energy they brought, but never leaving out the young activists. So he was, I think, one of the other important part of it is what he brought with him, as Koyana did, the struggles of the 50s and the 60s in their body. And what I mean by that, their experience of how to fight on the streets, in picketing and in struggling. There are several times in the text